Hello, and here I am with the next video on my request list, which never gets any shorter, which I love because I'm always communicating with you guys, always getting new requests in. And this one I finally got done is for the Life Path 1 and how that is supported, how the path of the energy of the 1 is supported by the motivation and drive of the energy of the 8. So the Life Path 1 is about channeling new ideas, new innovation, and bringing change with their new ideas. Channeling them, but not only channeling them, taking action, initiating and manifesting that idea on earth bravely. Now, the Life Path 1 is going to struggle to do that, to confidently channel the ideas that they take from source energy and being able and confident enough to express their uniqueness and their new innovation to the world with bravery and manifest those new ideas to bring change on earth. That is what the Life Path 1 is here to do. And of course, you're going to struggle with all elements of that because it's your purpose and not your talent or your motivation in this lifetime. It's the most important number in your chart and it's the energy that you are here to achieve. So the Life Path 1's going to struggle at first to be confident enough to channel information and believe that they've actually channeled that information. They seek validation from others and they've got like really bad self-esteem issues which can stop them from being proud of their uniqueness, proud of sharing their message, and stop them being brave enough to share their message with others because their self-esteem is so low. And this can really hold back a 1. But a motivated energy of the 8 wants to achieve, wants to get out there, wants to learn all about business and wants to use that abundance that they build, that they're motivated to build, to help others even further. They're less about being motivated to channel new ideas, but this is the path of the Life Path 1 to develop towards. So the Life Path 1, the areas of development for the Life Path 1 to achieve in this lifetime is that the 1 must learn to channel unique new ideas from source energy. So they learn to be spiritual, learn to connect to source and learn to channel all those beautiful new ideas from source energy is job number 1 for a Life Path 1. Then they have to initiate and manifest to create positive change. So that's using the ideas that they channel, the innovation that they channel confidently to initiate and manifest that change on earth. Act practically. They need to learn to act on their channeled ideas and act practically. Surge ahead confidently, which is not going to be easy. Surge ahead powerfully, which they may struggle with that power and feeling confident enough with that power and being confident enough to manifest these unique ideas and being brave, being determined and being interdependent enough to have the support around them, the courage to take those intuitive risks. They've got to learn then as well to lead others to the manifestation, to help them, because the 1 sometimes thinks they can do everything alone. And what they need to do is realize that they need to be interdependent and they need to lead others and bring others in to help them. They need to lead others towards the manifestation of their responsible new ideas with balanced personal power. So there's lots for the 1 to achieve that here. They need to channel ideas, they need to manifest and initiate those ideas and lead others to the fruition of their new ideas, because the Life Path 1 needs to learn to confidently bring positive change to our world. But when they're a motivated soul urge 8, they're more motivated to learn and understand the business world, really, the secrets of financial abundance and business success. They're very much about achieving freedom through their abundance and being able to have that freedom of choice with their financial and emotional abundance. They're driven to be ethically responsible, which is great. The ethically responsible achiever, they achieve their goals and they make things happen, but they do it ethically and responsibly. They really, really want to develop their intuitive abilities and be more spiritually wise so that they can really assess the business world in a really smart way, because they really want to learn how to make money in the business world, how to read between the lines and create the abundance that that they want to share with the world. You know, they strive to have a healthy attitude to money as just a form of energy, and want to use their energy that they create as a tool to help others to achieve success. So they want to be successful, they want to make money, and they want to have loads of abundance when they're a soul urge 8, and they really want to learn how to make loads of money, but not for their own, you know, just for themselves. You know, they want to be able to share that abundance with others and use that abundance as a tool to help others achieve success. You know, because they want to be both spiritually intuitive, but also worldly, resilient, courageous, and a natural leader. The soul urge number 8 wants to have one foot in the spiritual and one foot in the practical, and use the spiritual to help the practical, and then feed the practical back to the spiritual for their own development and their intuitive learning. So very much about connecting with the spiritual side when you're a motivated 8, but you're more about expressing that spiritual side in the form of a lucrative business, which is where you can use your new ideas. You know, your new ideas that you channel through the 1 can be part of the business that you're motivated to create. So there's always a way to blend these 2 numbers. It's about assessing your life and how it is, and how you personally can use your motivation in the 8 to support your life path 1. And the soul urge 8's less about being the ideas person, but you know, it's also about stepping out of your motivation zone and evolving as a person. That's what you've got this life path 1 for, because you're not meant to stay the same. You're meant to evolve. You're meant to expand your motivation zone, your motivation comfort zone. You're meant to expand your expression number, your talent zone, to be able to be that life path 1 that you're here to be. That's the whole point. So breaking down that life path 1, you're here primarily to learn to connect to source energy consciousness and download or channel, however you want. It can be a divine download, or you can say channeling energy. It doesn't matter the words you use, it's still the same thing. Channeling new ideas and new innovation, unmanifested ideas straight from consciousness. That's what the 1 is here to do, and then confidently allow people to know that. But the big crux for a life path 1 is they often hide their ideas due to low confidence. You know, they've got to learn to be more confident, to be able to stand up in front of people and learn to be happy in the limelight, because they need to express this new message, these new ideas. And change is never going to be brought if the 1 keeps this new idea inside. They need to express it. And sometimes they can feel really underconfident to do that, and they need other numbers in their chart to support them. So you need to learn for your life path 1 to connect to source energy, to channel new ideas. Your 8 drive, your 8 motivation means that you really are motivated to be as spiritual as you are practical. You want to be strongly connected to your intuitive wisdom, and sometimes source as well, but not necessarily. But however, your desire, your other foot desire, 1 foot in the spiritual, 1 foot in the practical, for worldly business and achievement, can overshadow and take priority sometimes over your spiritual practice. And as a life path 1, you're here to look towards that spiritual side a little bit more, so that you can channel that innovation you need, and then use your practical 1, 8 abilities and motivations to help you actually manifest those ideas. So to support that life path 1, get in touch with your spiritual side. Okay. Engage in that personal and spiritual development that is going to be so good for you to develop yourself and channel those new ideas. And meditate, connect to source, to learn how to channel those new ideas. Because if you're a motivated business person and you're motivated to be successful, you know, channeling new innovative ideas can't, right, be a bad thing, right, to support your motivation. But, you know, because of your motivation for the business world and external achievement, it's sometimes can get in the way if you don't find that spiritual balance. You know, you need to be spiritual and you need to be practical, and you might be motivated towards the two, but sometimes the worldly can overshadow if you're not careful when you're a soul urge 8. So as a life path 1, you need to get more in touch with that spiritual side, because you are more about bringing healing and innovation with your new ideas, as well as needing to act on them too. You need to have that spiritual link. It's like life path 101, you know, it's the first thing you need. So engaging in that spiritual and personal development, meditating more, connecting to source, learning to channel those new ideas that you can then, you know, satisfy your soul urge 8 with those new ideas by creating abundance with those new ideas, and satisfy your soul urge 8 and your motivation to get those ideas out there, which again will support your life path 1. You know, it can all be brought together, because you're here to learn to be the ideas person. You're the innovator, you're the initiator. That's what you're here to be in this lifetime. But because you're here to do that, you're going to struggle with it. Remember, it's the next stage of your evolution. You're not a 1 yet. So you're going to struggle to bring your unique ideas to reality, or even sometimes, you know, often channel them in the first place because of your sometimes too worldly focus. And not only that, the 1 tends to lose interest quite quickly when they channel an idea, and they don't always keep focused on that idea all the time to bring it to reality. And confidence has a big part of that, the reason why it's not manifested. So your life path 1 needs you to learn to be that ideas person, to channel and practically manifest your own unique ideas in reality. Because your 8 drive, passion and motivation means that you like to focus on feasible and potentially lucrative ideas through to completion and success. It's something that really motivates you. Going along that journey from idea to making money is something that really drives you as a soul urge 8. You want to make things happen. You really want to achieve your goals and skillfully organize that workload and be the excellent leader. You're motivated and driven to do that. But you may be more motivated to progress any idea forward than channeling and expressing your own ideas. So you need to switch that focus. Make sure that when you're achieving, when you're making things happen for your soul urge 8, that you are channeling and expressing your own ideas to support your life path 1. So support your life path 1 by ensuring that it is your own channeled innovative ideas that you are executing to satisfy your soul urge number 8. So you're here to learn to be confident in your uniqueness. As I said, 1s can struggle to be confident enough to bring their innovation out. Because unique people have unique groundbreaking ideas. They can sometimes be a bit different and then judged by other people because they might touch other people's comfort zones by being different or bringing a different message. So it's doubly important that a 1 has their own, you know, inner compass, their own intuitive inner compass, and that they're not craving validation from others on any level. So your life path 1 needs you to embrace your own uniqueness. You're meant to be unique when you're a life path 1. You're meant to have unique new ideas. That's what you're here for. And you're meant to confidently express those new ideas, but you're going to struggle with that. And you're kind of meant to struggle too. Because again, remember, you're not a 1 yet. You're here to learn to be a 1. Your 8 motivation, the drive and passion that is already there, provides you with the drive to be confident. So you're going to work towards being that confident, charismatic person based on the skills that you have and your intuitive wisdom. You're motivated to work towards that. It's up to your expression number as to how fast that comes along, but you're going to be motivated to push it, to be confident and charismatic and, you know, fake it till you make it kind of situation. You want to be intuitive. You want to fully trust that intuition, that voice inside you. So you're more likely to do it, and you're more likely to use your intuition because of your motivation as a basis for your confident expression. But again, your expression number also makes a difference too. But that intuition is what you should be using to, because you know, to as the basis of your decision making and all the decisions you make and all the things you do. So to support your life path 1, indulge your drive to develop your intuition. You know, indulge that soul urge number 8, drive, the spiritual side, to develop your intuition as your own validation and confidence. Don't be looking to others for validation. That is not what you are here to do as a one, because this trust in your intuition will help you to be happily unique, to happily challenge the status quo with your unique new ideas that you're meant to bring that positive change. You know, humanity isn't meant to stay the same. You know, you're meant to bring change. You're meant to be unique. You're meant to sometimes touch people's comfort zones. And if you upset people, be brave. That's what the one is here to do. Because you need to then, when you've channeled your idea, that beautiful new unmanifested idea, you're here to be a practical initiator of that idea, to take action. And learn by experience. You know, you're not about sitting and planning and thinking, what am I going to do? To you, to a strong number 1 initiator, only action makes the difference. So your life path 1 needs you to practically initiate and act on your ideas. Very, very important. You can't bring change unless you express your ideas and act on them. But your 8 drive and motivation means that you already have the drive and motivation to make things happen. You really push yourself to powerfully achieve your goals, whatever they may be. You're motivated to learn to be that excellent, practical business person with an understanding of how to make money and organize. You like to work hard and be determined to achieve. So you've got all the motivation you need to initiate to make money. You know, because the soul urge 8 initiates in order to achieve and make money, and that can be channeled through into the life path 1 to confidently push a life path 1 to initiate and take action on their ideas. So support that life path 1, indulge your desire to really push yourself and make things happen, to help you to initiate your own new ideas and act on your own new ideas. Very important. And also important, the 1 needs to learn to trust the intuitive voice within them. They're here to channel, they're here to be spiritual, they're here to trust their intuition. You must achieve confidence in yourself using that intuition, because balanced confidence in yourself and your abilities needs to be fed by a strong connection and trust in your intuition. It's your intuition that feeds your whole body to blossom and be confident, to bring ideas without fear. And of course, the 1 has fears. They mustn't seek validation from others, but they do. And they shouldn't base their confidence on what others say, but they do. It needs to be based on their own intuition. And having the motivation of a soul urge 8 really pushes them to focus on their inner compass, which is great. When they answer this motivation, it can really help them as their to be the life path 1 that they're here to be. So your life path 1 needs you to listen to your intuition more and stuff validation from others, and look at your inner compass rather than an inner guidance rather than the opinions or validation words from others. Okay, your 8 drive and motivation makes you driven and motivated to be extremely intuitive and trust on your own inner compass, which is great. This motivation can really help the life path 1 to develop. You want to have the inner confidence based on complete trust in your intuitive voice. So you're going to really work towards that because you're so motivated to be an intuitive person that is confidently knows when to make a decision, when not to. So you're more likely to develop that ability as you are driven to make that decision and learn how to do that. So support your life path 1 by indulging in your motivation to develop that intuition. So important, because as a life path 1, you must learn to trust your intuition over the reactions and opinions and validations from others, because you can enhance your confidence, your self-belief, by filtering all your ideas and potential actions via that intuitive wisdom and acting on it and not caring, because you know that your intuitive voice is correct. That's where the 1 needs to be. Okay, trusting their intuitive wisdom. You're motivated to do it. So depending on your expression number will be how long it will take you as a life path 1 to develop that intuition that you need. but you're definitely motivated to have that inner compass and make decisions for yourself without the validation from others. You need to bring new ideas that break barriers and challenge comfort zones. That's what the one is here to do. That means the one has got to be brave. They've got to be confident, and they've got to be willing to take those risks in order to share their innovation with the world. People don't like change. They can get quite uppity, when a one tries to bring change or an 11 tries to bring change. But your life path one needs you to be brave, to enable you to take those intuitive risks and challenge the comfort zone of others, because things shouldn't stay the same as much as humanity likes to be comfortable and the same. But your 8 drive, your motivation in the 8 energy makes you driven to be brave and assertive and strong, to share your unique groundbreaking ideas. So as a motivated to be strong, you're more likely to exercise that strength and bravery in the outside world. Of course, your expression number makes a difference, and of course, to a lesser degree, the other numbers in your chart. But having a motivation that drives you to be brave is most of the battle, to be perfectly honest, because you want to be strong in the face of naysayers. You want to stand up strong and say, no, my ideas are good. They're going to bring good change, and take intuitive and calculated risks to succeed, and be strong in what you're saying because your intuitive voice says so. Be brave, and it will enable you to channel the information that you need to help change the world and raise the vibration to bring positive change. So support your life path one by indulging your drive to be brave and courageous, and enable you to express your groundbreaking ideas that really challenge that status quo. Use that information and really be strong, because you're here also to learn to be interdependent, because the life path one can be fiercely independent and sometimes push people away and think that they could do everything by themselves. But you're the one. You need all the other numbers to support you if you want to manifest ideas. So you're here to learn to be interdependent, not so independent that you push others away and refuse to delegate and want to do everything yourself, because you can't do everything alone. Independence is an illusion. We're all interconnected, and that's what the one needs to really come to terms with. So your life path one needs you to learn to be independent, to work with and alongside others, ask for help and give help in equal measure, to understand that we are one consciousness. And your soul urge number 8 will motivate you to look at the spiritual side as well, and it will help you to develop the wisdom you need to understand that we are one source consciousness, and we should give and receive in equal measure as much as we can. Your 8 energy and drive and motivation. So the 8 energy is your motivation and your drive. It means that you want to be around others. You want to exercise balance into connection. You like to seek help from others and delegate to others, and you have full trust that it will be done. That's what motivates you. You can ask for help and give help and delegate, and it motivates you to know that you've got that around you that you can give and receive in equal measure. So support that life path one by indulging your desire to seek and provide help in equal measure, and not want to do everything on your own as your tendencies is in the life path one. You need to delegate tasks, pull more people in, and support others in a balanced way. You need a team around you, and you need to be supportive back. Very, very important that you keep this sense of interdependence. You need to be determined to be ethical, because as a one, you have extremely powerful creative energy that, if you use for nefarious reasons, can bring bad new ideas to this world and initiate negative change. So it's so important that a powerful one is determined to ethically succeed. Constant self-development, self-discovery is important for a one. They need to develop complete trust in themselves by knowing themselves, and complete trust in the skills that they have learned and mastered to help serve as a kind of confidence and security blanket when they're feeling low. Because the one needs to know who they are. They need to realize that they're not below anyone else. They're not inferior to anyone else, as the one often feels. That, they're here to ethically succeed, and constant self-discovery, knowing who they are, knowing about the world around them is not only going to help improve the one's confidence, but it's going to make the one be more ethical and think about others more when they're sharing their ideas. So your life path one needs you to develop trust in yourself and your own intuition, and have a balanced determination to succeed, an ethical balanced determination to succeed. Your 8 drive and motivation in the 8 energy provides you with the strong desire to be ethical. You have a balanced attitude towards achievement already. You're motivated to have a work-life balance. So not only is the 8 motivated to work in a balanced way, but when the 8 does work, they're actually motivated to be ethical in that. So nothing that a soul urge 8 does is against others. It's all ethical and all considers the well-being of others. And, you know, they really want to have that good work-life balance, so they enforce that in their life. But they may be a little bit less motivated to engage in the self-discovery because they're more about business. They're interested in the business and technicalities, politics, the financial world. They might be less motivated. Some maybe not. May be less motivated to engage in self-discovery and self-development because they might be more motivated to look outside themselves towards achievement. So they're going to need to work towards being actually more self-reflective. So support that life path one by indulging your desire to be ethical and balanced in your achievement, and then ensure that you engage in some personal development and self-discovery to support your success in an ethical way and help you to stay healthy internally. You need to learn to be a powerful leader as a 1. Remember, you're here to learn to lead others towards the fruition of your new innovation. So you need to learn to be a powerful leader, dominant and assertive when you need to be, and lead others to the fruition of your ideas, but with balanced personal power. That means knowing when to be firm and knowing when to be compassionate, knowing when to surge ahead and put your foot down, and knowing when to let things flow, you know. The intuitive leader is what you're here to be, but powerful when you need to be. So your life path one needs you to learn to be that leader and have that balanced personal power so that people will lead you. It will let you lead them to the fruition of your new innovation as a life path one. Your 8 drive and motivation is lucky again here though, because as an 8 soul urge, you actually desire and want to be a leader. You want to work towards charismatic leadership and teaching, you know, it's something that draws your interest, to be that teacher, to be that authority figure, to be that ethical leader. Because whatever leadership that you take in your life, whether it's teaching, whether it's just plain leadership of a company, it's going to be ethical and it's going to be charismatic because that's what you want to work towards. And, you know, as long as we exercise our motivation, we can really work towards what we're motivated to work towards. However, you've got to still take into account your expression number to show you how long it's going to take you to actually develop that ability. Because you might have an expression number that doesn't support leadership. So it might take you that little bit longer, but you're definitely motivated, which will speed the process up. You're driven to balance your personal power for charismatic leadership, to be the authority figure, to be the guiding person in the room. So that motivation can really drive you for the one life path to develop those leadership skills that you're here to develop. So support that life path one by indulging your desire for balanced personal power and leadership to enable you to lead others to the fruition of your ideas with that charismatic personal power. Of course, as a 1, as I've said before, your power as a creative 1 causes ripples, both positive and negative. You know, you can bring positive change, but you can also bring horrific, devastating change. You have that power. And you must remember that this great power of initiation and creation brings great responsibility with it. And it's important that your intentions are good and that you're bringing positive change to this world. So your life path one needs you to be responsible with your immense creative power. Your 8 drive is going to be helpful again, and because your 8 drive and motivation makes you driven to be ethical and responsible in your actions. You're not going to use your creative energy for anything nefarious, while your motivation in the 8 is driving you, because you don't want to hurt other people. You want to consider and help other people. You want to be ethical. You want to be responsible. Your intentions and actions are all for the good of others when you're a soul urge 8, and you want to consider the impact of your action on others, which will drive you to do just that. So support that life path 1 by using your sense of responsibility, that desire to be ethical, to be responsible and positive with your immense creative power. Use that. Really indulge yourself in your ethics and in your responsibility to make sure that the new ideas you bring are positive and bring positive results and positive change in the world, because you're very powerful, and that power brings the responsibility to do it in the sense of ethics, responsibility and good intention. And the soul urge, your motivation in the 8 is really going to support you to be much more responsible with that beautiful creative power that you have. Now, I hope you've really enjoyed my video today. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe and click that bell icon. If you like this video and found it useful, please smash that like button. It really helps me out. If you'd like a reading, please contact me. You can put a message in my comment boxes, or you can send me an email or to katie@soulexplorer.net, or contact me through social media. You'll get a quicker response through email, to be honest, katie@soulexplorer.net. But I also do video requests. I also teach numerology as well. I've got a course on Udemy that I'm going to put in the description box, and I have another Udemy course that's in the offing. And this course is a very long and detailed 70-hour course to help numerologists to be readers themselves. And I'm wading through all the recordings for that now, and I'm hoping that's going to be out within the next month, and I'll let you guys know when my next Udemy course is available. My current Udemy course I'm going to put in the description box. But if you just want to chat with me, if you just want to ask questions, or you want to request a video, please contact me, send me a message. You can contact me on the description box and ask for not in the description box, in the comment boxes, and ask for video requests, or you can email me or contact me on social media for that, because I love to help you guys out and I love to connect with you guys. But as ever, what I want you to do fundamentally is trust your own soul within you, because only you know in here what's right for you. See you soon.